Imagine being home alone in your house with your baby daughter when a man starts banging on the door and then busts through the window into the house. What do? Well, one woman in Virginia knew that she would do whatever it took to protect her daughter. So she shot the intruder and waited with him until police arrived. Here to share her story is Allie and her 2-year-old daughter. Good morning, Allie.
Good morning.
So, Allie, you have a background in law enforcement. Your husband is a police officer. He had taught you what to do in this exact scenario. Do you think that anybody without that kind of a heads up or kind of training from their husband would be able to do what you did?
Well, I think it just comes down to, anyone is capable of doing it. And, the only thing that was running through my mind was to keep her safe. And, it was just, I didn't even think about doing it. Just it's something that I had been trained to do, and I did it.
And so walk us through what happened. You're sitting in your house. What did you hear?
Well, it started, he started banging on the door really, really hard, messing with the doorknob, saying, "Let me in, baby, please, we're okay." And I glanced through the peephole, and I had no idea who he was at all. So I grabbed my phone, called 911. I ran to the back room to get the gun, and I heard a loud crash. And by the time I came back through the end of the hallway, he was, just a few feet from me, and I had no idea who he was. He kept coming at me, so I shot him twice.
And where'd you shoot him?
One shot went in through his hand and into his abdomen, and the other shot was in his groin.
What was your first thought? You pulled the trigger. Your husband's been saying, if somebody comes in, shoot him like this, and then you finally did it. What's the first thought that you had?
The only thought that I had was to make sure that he didn't get up again. I had kept my gun trained on him, and I was on the phone with dispatch the whole time. And the only thing that I was that I wanted to do was to make sure he didn't get up to, come after me again or to come after her.
Allie, your daughter is safe, and the intruder is now in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Without any doubt?
Without any doubt.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning, Allie.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.